August 2019, last year. The initial plan was that we were going to move into a property that we already own, which is run by what I now call a shitty ass estate agent. I'm getting to the estate agent in a bit, okay? But you know, we need to fill the juice. So basically, okay, so you know, we gave the notice to our estate agents and we said, look, we're moving in, you know, you've got 2 months time, get the tenants out, we're coming. They said, okay, that's fine. We've let the tenants know, you guys do what you got to do on your end, we're doing what we got to do on our end. So there was hardly any communication with the estate agent. Like, they were barely replying to questions that we had, and we knew something was going on. Like, Mr. R knew that there was something going on. Okay, so you know, a month before, again, he calls, is everything okay? We're coming. You sure it's okay? Estate agent, yeah, fine. Chilly on the nilly, it's fine. You do your thing, we do our thing. Okay, fine, wicked, brilliant. 3 weeks before, we're calling, making sure it's okay. 2 weeks before, we're calling, making sure it's okay. A week before, the night before we're moving, when we're all packed, ready, removals are coming in the morning, we're chipping off to London, we get a call. Oh, we can't actually get the tenant out of the house, so technically you can't move to London today. Are you kidding me, you dumb And he was very patronizing. Obviously Mr. R is somehow related, somehow, like, I don't know, through a relation of a friend of a friend of a friend, somehow. And he was given the utmost respect to the estate agent because he happens to be like the uncle of Mr. R. So he was given that respect, but this guy was taking the piss just because Mr. R was being a bit nice, a bit like, you know, notoya. He was going on his high horse and giving him attitude, and I read the messages, okay? And he was going on like, you know, he's like some big boy, some big G, like, oh, shall I send some boys, sending screenshots here and there. I read everything and I thought, oh, yeah, I was just, you know, oh, your girl was just waiting, yeah, because like, don't give me that shit about boys this and boys that. You want to see big boys here, you gotta turn up to our manor. So at this point, we don't know the entire story. We just thought, okay, they actually can't get this tenant to leave and we're gonna have to, like, you know, it's gonna take us another week to force these tenants out of the house or whatever, whatnot. I thought it was very, very simple, you know, take the contract into court, bang, 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 give them 24 hours notice, boom. No. Then what Mr. R did was he actually turned up to the property and he spoke to the tenant to try and say, like, look, please, like, be lenient. Like, we've got 5 kids, we need to move into the property, what's going on? The guy goes, the tenant goes to us, I'm not going nowhere. He's Eastern European. He goes, I'm not going nowhere. Give me my £6,000. And Mr. R was like, what £6,000? And he said he had a deal with the estate agent. Listen to this, guys. Okay, because this is like, right. He goes, he had a deal with the estate agent where the estate agent has said there's a lot of building work that needs to be done inside the house, but we don't want to pay for it. And because he's an Eastern European and happens to be a builder, he said, you pay for it. Sorry, you get the... So the estate agent goes to the tenant, because you're a builder, you do all the building work inside of the house, yeah? We're not going to pay you a penny for it. How about you sublet? You make your money back on the tools and the labor. You make a drink off it as well, because, you know, you charge them a bit more extra. You make your money. We save our money. Kushti. That's it. And, you know, it covers the rent and whatnot. Are you taking the piss? Are you actually taking the piss? Nowhere in the tenancy agreement does it say that you can illegally let the tenant sublet like that. This guy, this tenant, is still in our property. He refuses to leave because he is owed thousands and thousands of pounds by the estate agent. He says, you cover that and I'm gone. I'll go. At this point, we're kind of at our wits' end. We don't actually know what we're going to do. For me as a mother, I need to get the kids settled into a home. I need to have them ready for school. September is approaching. I still don't know how these boroughs work and which borough we're going to end up in right about now. We don't actually have a home or a borough. And I didn't even know how these applications work. So I was all stressed out about that. We asked the estate agent, you need to sort this mess out. What are you going to do? Do you know what he said? He said, I'm going to pass you on to another estate agent friend of mine because I've got no properties. We're going to pass you over to another friend. Whatever the situation was, they made us look at all these properties which were so shit and leaking and stank of piss and stuff, yeah? So he passes us on to his estate agent friend. They found us a property. It was absolutely thrashed, looked like shit, smelt like shit, but at this point we're getting desperate now and we needed to move into a property ASAP. Guys, as a mother, when you're desperate to make things work, when you look at a shit piece of house, you will make it look beautiful, because that's what mothers do, that's what women can do. And I just looked at it and I thought, you know what, Anaya, don't look at it like this. You can clean it, you can make it work for now, because obviously it's not our final destination. It was just like, for us, it was just a semi-permanent until we found a place, a permanent place. Anyway, so I thought, you know what, got some cleaners in, we got the house sort of up to scratch, got everything in, left the kids at Khala's house, tidied it all up really, really nicely. 2 days later, we see food scattered all around the place. And I thought, what the hell, like, the kids don't eat like this. Have they thrashed the place? I actually thought it was the kids thrashing the place, and I kept telling them, look, you can't eat like this. I actually thought it was the kids. Then we realized that we had mice in the house, and I thought, oh my God, you know, like, there's one thing anybody doesn't like is mice in their house. And I was like, everyone was like, well, what do you expect? It's London, you know, mice. And I was like, but he said, yeah, but still, you know, like, mice. We tell the estate agent that we're dealing with that there are mice in the building. No, they didn't care. They were like, what do you expect? They actually said, what do you expect? It's London, you know, mice are everywhere. So I thought I need to take this into my own hands. Found pest control. We have spent just under £1,000 all on pest control, just to make the house look livable, feel livable for the children. You know, nobody likes scattering mice all over. Do you know what pest control told us? This place is infested, not with mice, it's infested with rats. There's a rat's nest behind all of these walls. So even though you guys saw me working, looking stush, going here, there, everywhere, we have lived in a hellhole since August up until now, in a rat infested house. I am so proud of my children for practicing patience just through the shithole that they were living in. I am so proud of them. I'm so proud of them. Like, I don't even, you know, as adults we can take on a lot of crap. I've probably lived in worse before that scenario for the past year, but for my children to live it out like that and smile every single day, I rate my children. I absolutely rate them. Raised by a queen, you know. Firstly, right, I don't even want to say, how can an uncle do this? You ain't shit. Like, you ain't even blood, you know what I mean? How can estate agents do this? I have spoken to a few estate agents, yeah, and I'm waiting for this estate agent to come for me. I have the UK's best solicitor waiting to come for your ass. If you try anything on Mr. R or me, we're gonna come for you full force. So now the time has come to drop it like it's hot. Stay the hell away from Capital One estate agents on Romford Road. They are mugging people. If you have a property with them, please, I beg you, go through your tenancy agreement. Please go through the part where it says subletting and see whether you have signed anything that allows your estate agent to sublet on your behalf. Because if you have,